Randy, you listed some serious threats to our innovation future. A couple of them, one of them is big business, which I don't find big business particularly patriotic. They see themselves as citizens of the planet. And then our government seems to be favoring big business, but also China, and so our government seems arrayed against the small guy. But without innovation, as a society, how can we succeed? We have 330 million people in America versus 1.2 billion people in China. And if we don't allow the little guy to participate and bring out innovation, how does America compete?
You know, that's a great question. The heart of America is small business. It's not these huge multinational corporations. I mean, look, huge corporations, they have a net negative effect on employment. I mean, they try to game the system to bring in cheaper employees from other countries, right? Get special visas and stuff. Where small business, like for instance, any small business, but especially a patent-related startup, you're talking about local talent, local resources, local everything. It's actually great for America. And what we need is more small business. In fact, when you look at American independence and individualism and like, what really matters in this country, it's not the huge corporation, it's the little guy. And anyway, that's what innovation is all about. And I'll tell you, these huge corporations, they might start off fine, but then they become huge, and I don't know, maybe they just become run by lawyers or whatever, but not that all lawyers are bad, but the point is they start operating in ways that in many ways appear anti-American. I mean, look at how big tech is now getting so involved in our politics and censoring and all that stuff. That's
Joseph Schumpeter, right? I mean, that's where you get a business cycle sometimes, but now they've got these big tech tools that they can stifle competition, stifle free speech, and really it's a potential for tyranny.
It totally is. And I know that in Congress, there are a lot of congressmen who are working on antitrust. Look, it's becoming very obvious to an awful lot of people on both sides of the aisle that big tech is too powerful. Well, and so there's this whole antitrust thing, break them up, whatever, but that's a pretty tough route to take. The simple route is you restore the rights of inventors and patent-based startups so that they can actually compete with big tech.
Can you describe what that inventors' rights revolution? I found that on your website, inventor rights revolution. What does that mean?
Well, here's the thing. All an inventor is supposed to have the right to do is to stop somebody from infringing on a patented technology as long as the patent is in effect. And this goes all the way back to our Constitution. It's Article 1, Section 8, Clause 8, and this is directly in the Constitution. Article 1, Section 8, Clause 8, to promote the progress of science and useful arts by securing for limited times to authors and inventors the exclusive right to their respective writings and discoveries. In fact, the word right is only in our Constitution right there. It's not in any, in fact, the Bill of Rights came later. So this is a key part of our country and our key part of America. And so what it is if I invent something and get a patent on it, I should be able to legally stop someone who is, without my consent, doing something with it. It's pretty basic.
Yeah.
But that has become, and it was never an easy fight if it was a little guy versus a huge operation. And what if you didn't have any money? Well, the way you would do it is on contingency. The attorney would take it and would share, we get maybe 20 or 30% of the damages if he won. But that was how you got to court, and it worked. Not a perfect system, but workable. Now what happens is, oh man, they get you into this administrative court where an attorney almost never will take it on contingency, because if they win, all they're doing is keeping your patent from being invalidated. They have an 84% chance of losing. And in fact, you can be hit multiple times there. They can have many bites at the apple before you could ever get to a real court if you have a patent left. So the little guy, in fact, each one of these attacks at this administrative court can cost $400,000 to $500,000 to the inventor. It is a horrendous situation. And so what it's doing, though, is it's making it so that that startups cannot be formed. In fact, not just inventors who are coming up with new technologies, but how about getting funding for a startup?